What's good, YouTube? The one only Am816 here as the president of the Pandaman fan club. He brought something to locals tonight, and this video might have some editations to it. We don't know just yet, but show us the sauce.
So, middle of the day, decided to play Plunder Patroll because I was online looking at the OCG meta, and I noticed in the Chillerman's deck they were playing an engine from one of the decks that we just did a deck profile on for Rescue Ace, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of busted. I don't have a Chillerman's deck, so I was like, what's something else that would just be really good to throw that engine in that I saw, and I was like, bam, Plunder Patrol. So
yeah, because right now you got two of them things at the house. Because
I do.
Keep getting to get mine back from me.
All right, so 3 Whitebeard, you know what it do. 3 Goldilocks.
Minus the bears.
3 Bluebeards and 2 of the red ones. Some people just play 1. From when the deck dropped the new synchro a while back, I tried playing with 1 and I always wanted to see more of this, so I always play 2. Not 3, that's too many because you don't want to see it but kind of want to see it, but want to have an extra 1 in deck for when you need it. So 2's good. This is potentially could go down, but with what I'm doing in the deck, it's not that bad. And it's special summon, so. And then 2 Black Eyes, recursion for all of your guys. I'm really good with the new guy too, with Jord. And then my huge hand trap lineup. It was just huge. Gammas, Ashes, Drolls. Yeah, that's right. I played 1 because I was just at locals. Fake Veilers. And then here is my actual engine that I was playing that was different.
For the record, for the profile, he has this, but he was borrowing one of mine for the actual tournament. I don't need none of y'all snitches trying to say like, oh, you doing something? No. This is just for the profile. I got my droll back. Just wanted to say that.
Anyways, this is what I was actually playing that is different. So this is a hand trap in Rescue Ace that special summons a Rescue Ace monster from the deck. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, it tributes itself from hand or field. And then you special summon this guy. This guy says when your opponent adds a card to their hand, doesn't matter from where, you draw 2, discard 1. So essentially once your opponent does something, you tribute this, special summon this. You can do a response to a monster that's going to add, and you draw 2, discard 1. Hopefully you draw into 1. Any hand trap except for this one. That one's not that good in that situation. But at the end of the day, it's really good with Whitebeard. Because if you have Whitebeard in hand, you can discard Whitebeard. And then you get a special summon 1 from your deck. And during your opponent's turn, you can special summon Redbeard, which then means if your opponent has any attribute you can play around with, you can use that. If they have Earth, you can special summon Jord. And then if they special summon again, you literally get to add and special summon and then do it again. Like it can get really nutty on your opponent's turn 0 with doing everything. And then the other really cool thing is that's a 6.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it.
Whitebeard's a tuner. Synchro into Baron. And if you started like that in the way you'll end, you go to your turn, you're like, Sam, if they don't have anything, if they don't pop it, you're just like, main phase 1, cool, go straight into Baron.
Yeah.
And then his other effect is really good too, because you can summon this, target 1 monster they have on the field, negate its effect. If they have to chain the monster, otherwise it'll be negated. So you can bait out negation that's already on the board. Since I'm not playing any other Rescue Ace monsters, even though technically I can tribute him and then special summon another one of him from the deck, doesn't really do anything necessarily because you already would have had that, possibly. But if not, it's something you can do on your first turn, summon this, target their monster that activated, you tribute it to go special summon him, and then you can start doing more Plunder Patrol things. But spells, 3 to field spell, 3 Dark Ruler No Mores because people are building boards. I was trying Plot of Prosperity, but I realized a lot of what the deck does conflicts because Bluebeard draws. Oh yeah, this guy draws. Bluebeard draws, this guy draws. So with Product Prosperity, sometimes it was conflicting, so I was like, I'd rather not get conflicted. And the extra deck, I didn't really have anything to banish out of my extra deck that I wanted to get rid of. So a lot of times I was like, I'm just going to change it to Talents.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing hand traps, and this gave me games so many times against so many people to take their really, really big monsters.
Mm-hmm.
One of this, I sometimes play the Equip spell. I wasn't playing it this time. You only ever miss it sometimes. I don't think I'd add it back in. This is fine. This will let you fusion summon, or you banish this to attach another one to help make your monsters bigger. And then the one called by, one terraforming, and one Plunder Patrol booty. Because special summoning a monster back from your graveyard and changing attributes is pretty good. Even though Jord, before you would have to play 3 of these in the deck because you needed to see this because attributes was important. But now with Jord being able to give them a token, one, I can't get even lead most of the time unless they stop Jord because I'm going to give you a token. So you can't evenly me, you can't lightning storm me because you're going to have a token on your side of the field, and I will leave it there.
I know you will.
Yeah, so this deck gets around that.
Yeah, because if anyone catch my attitude, is because he whooped my ass. Especially with, he talents my Source Soul monster.
I did.
Let's at least just see the extra deck.
I'm not really sure. It's not really important. It's Plunder Patrol.
Standard Plunder Patrol.
Yeah, standard Plunder Patrol.
Anything in your sideboard came up today?
To be honest with you, saw that online from somebody who actually recently topped with this deck. They were doing Runic Plunder Patrol, but I actually hate the Runic engine personally.
Same here.
Way too easy to stop. I always run into the issue where once they stop the field spell, I just die. And I don't ever get anywhere or accomplish anything. So I didn't like that. But really with the side deck, to be honest with you, this did come up a little salty with the player. But it's just a game, and it was local, so didn't really like what happened. But it is what it is. I technically would have won game 2, but it is what it is. But this came up. This is really good against branded. We have a Plunder Patrol monster on the board. They're not playing any spells, so unless they're fusion summoning with Cartesia.
Hold on. I haven't seen this card in forever.
Yes, they're negated.
To a water monster, target one spell your opponent. Banish your dude. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So when your opponent goes on their turn, branded or red or branded fusion, as long as they have a spell in their graveyard, you banish spell from graveyard, and their spells are negated for the rest of the turn.
That's busted. That's busted.
But yeah, probably the best card, in my opinion, in the side deck for the format. And of course, since I was playing Plunder Waters, for time.
Shout out to Spooky Dogwood. Shout out to the nun. The burn nun. The burn.
Yeah.
Let it burn.
Nothing too special. I probably will be playing this at the regionals tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure yet. I gotta go home and stare at all my decks that I have access to right now. But I am liking this, so there's a high chance that I will be playing this tomorrow with some changes, especially to the extra deck. Even though a lot of them only play one Jord, way too many times in grind games it came up where I needed more than one. So I will probably be playing 2 of those. And that came up a lot.
All right, folks. So any shout outs?
Nope. I hate everybody.
You heard it here first. Bum. Shout out to Game Cafe. Not the guy wearing the hoodie. Not just playing. What's up, Mark? All right. This has been the one and only M816 here with the Pandaman. Mr. Mark. Mr. We don't like you. Just kidding. We love you. We love you, Michael. We love you, baby Buckingham. There's always movement. Until next time, kick butt. No, bye.